Hello adventurers and welcome back to Valk'rain Gaming. We're on episode 20 now of our Divinity 2 playthrough, and what I'm going to do now is we're going to start straight off now trying to get this new divine power through this ritual that we're going to get. So I'm just going to double check what it is and what order we got to do it through in order to unlock this ability. So here we are reading the book now. So it says, place a single piece of black root into a ritual bowl, draw blood with Odyssey Lance, your own is the most convenient. So we're going to have to draw our own blood here in order to unlock this ability. Then it says set flame on the bowl and its contents, which is always fun to do. What's the next one? Then ensure you have a significant source, which is what we've got down on there now. Inhale the resulting smoke, and beyond this point is unknown, which is always fun. Definitely like jumping into the unknown, so let's get into this cupboard then.
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients, thrown together in no particular order.
We'll look for the materials that we need here.
Rummage, you spot the black root, nestled between the grated dragon's tongue and Drudene oil.
Always got to keep that grated dragon tongue there, just in case you have guests over. It's a fine snack.
You gather up the black root, obsidian lance and ancient bowl, and kick the door of the cupboard closed.
So that's everything we've got there. Now if I remember right, we have to mix everything and put it in the bowl, so I'm wondering now if we've got to combine these items. Let's combine you with the black root. That's it, we got the ritual bowl ready to go. I'll be rubbish at a test. Completely forgot what the next step was. Let's just double check again. That's it. Place a single piece of black root in the ritual bowl. Draw blood with the Odyssey Lance. That's what we need. Can we just do that from here? That's it, yeah. So we got the bloody Odyssey Lance now. Set of fire to the bowls and its contain. Oh, just want to read it. Okay then. So now it's saying that we're going to have to set fire to it, so doesn't say anything about adding your blood into the bowl. Maybe we have to go over the top of it and just you have to combine that. Doesn't say anything too much about combining with it. We've got to set it afire. So Laurel there just taking definitely think we gotta combine it. There we go. Let's drop that down now then. Let's make sure our whole party's away from the fire there. Last thing I want to do is be setting one of our adventurers on fire. So Laurel there just doesn't seem to be too bothered by it. There we go. Let's inhale this smoke now.
Smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading.
Definitely do not recommend to anyone watching this video to inhale any weird smokes that you know nothing about. Never good for you.
As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
Let's see what new ability we're going to get out of here now.
Deepest recess of my soul. But it looks like the Hall of Echoes.
I was about to say that if this is the deepest reaches of your soul, definitely got to do some soul searching, my friend. And I dread to imagine what mine looks like.
Bathed
Oh look, it's
in the
us.
half-light of these starless barrens, you spot a figure you could only describe as a second self.
Another Valkrain there.
It looks haggard and weak, its very voice but a feeble echo of your own.
Come closer, so that you may see me, as I truly am.
I do trust myself, so I'm going to step closer though.
Look me in the eyes.
What's the matter, Valk'rain? Who hurt you? Who hurt you?
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle. Everything becomes brighter, sharper, Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color, then fade back into their accustomed spectrum.
Blind eyes shine brightly.
That's some vague information you're giving me there, myself.
Speak the spell and see.
So we just learned spirit vision here. It's gonna reveal all the hidden ghosts that are lingering around the mortal realm. We're gonna be talking to ghosts now. No Ouija board needed here. Let's see what we got here now. Let's pop it off.
God is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the god Duna in all his spectral glory.
Does that mean we're Duna? Or did Duna just take on our appearance to gain our trust there?
You know me now, don't you? I saved you from drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful. And now I've come to seek some power in return. Your God-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. May as well make the best of what you have to offer.
So we definitely are becoming a god here, becoming the divine. That is the quest that we're on.
Duna nourishes himself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah yes, just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god.
Let's show a bit of worry for our god here. He's definitely helping us along the way and he's stopping us from dying, so...
The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained. We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing, and should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion.
We're definitely going to find a way out. Well, I mean, we are a holy paladin, or a lawfully good paladin, and we're definitely on our way to try and be in the divine, so I want to find a way to save him.
Save us both, as a matter of fact. You must realize that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I.
As the Spice Girls say, when two become one.
Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the Void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now.
I agree with you there.
That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension.
We're going to use our scholar ability here now and say that we know a bit about it.
It most
Show off a
certainly
bit.
will be. The Well of Ascension is a lake. A pool of pure source in which the powers of the Seven lie united. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. To bathe in the lake is to become our chosen.
We're going to become the chosen one. I already thought we were the chosen one, but...
That is where the road to divinity leads. And you must be the first to reach it at all costs.
Let's definitely ask the question why it's important it's just us.
There you touch upon the very heart of the matter. The Void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension. Not to bathe in the source of the Seven, but to take it. All of it.
So we got to become the divine.
Only he who claims everything will be everything. The Void's doom. This world's liberator. I hope you understand them to their full extent. The other gods must either bow to you or be undone. But of course, that is what they are saying to their own God-woken as we speak. We both know they won't bow, just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. One, at the expense of all others. So make no mistake, my champion. chances are the road to divinity will be paved with dead gods. Their blood on your murderous hands.
I like how he's just pushing this decision onto me, like we got no choice in this.
But don't let that dismay you, for these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence. To save your kin and your loved ones, and the world they live in.
See what's going to happen with the other races,
They will
though.
be at your mercy, which is vastly preferable to you being at theirs. Wouldn't you agree? So, fret not, but revel in the promise of the lake. I will lead you there when you're ready, when you've become a true master of the Source, and speak the language of creation itself. Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source like only a God-woken can, and wield its most powerful spells.
Yeah, we're definitely going to take that third
Hoarse
option
laughter
there.
rolls and echoes into infinity.
Perhaps. But what is a pilgrimage after all, if not a journey of atonement in search of enlightenment?
Oh, that's what us paladins are going for.
Focus not on death and irony, my chosen. On life and ascension instead. We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first you must learn to channel the Source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek masters of the Source. You must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So return to Rivellon and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share with you their deep-seated bond with the Source. Once you have, you may return to me here.
Let's see where we can go. So let's see what he did to our eyes before we leave.
Something that will make you understand that for a god there is precious little difference between the living and the dead. Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life is Source, and in Source it is. Immortally so. You have the vision of a god now. Eyes that can see spirits, the souls of the dead made manifest in Source. Speak the spell during your peregrinations, and you will see them. Where the dead lie, the dead linger.
I think that's enough information to take now when learning that we got a god complex going on.
Best of luck, my champion.
Make our way back then. Is that it now? Do you have to head back down this way to go home? Oh no, there it is. We gotta breathe in some more of this mysterious smoke just to get home.
The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
I like how everyone throughout this game so far is just surprised that we still live through things. Just accept it.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
Oh, we could go on with the mystic approach here. I feel like we need to keep some of these paladin secrets to ourselves, so I'm definitely going to go with the mystic option here.
The Meister's eyes flash with fury, but she holds her tongue and steps back.
You are not a pile of ash, so the ritual was a success, albeit partially. You had all the material requirements, so I can only assume your source was lacking. That is unfortunate.
Let's see. We can carry on with this mystic approach here.
Indeed not. And ever more difficult when you've been purged. I was a master of source once, but no longer. The Magisters saw to that.
Ah, so that's why she's moody.
The river of my source has been dammed. My link to the font from which it flows, severed. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only Source Masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turned into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to.
Well, I say we're going to be a lawfully good paladin learning under evil sorcerers.
You will not be there long, I assure you. There is only so much you can glean from a twisted mind. However, it is the path we walk, no matter what the cost. No matter what is asked of you.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure, wiping a thin smear of blood from the corner of her mouth.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them.
Definitely gonna ask her more, see if she's
and you
alright.
do not seem to be paying attention. Sorcerers, evil, controlling your source, saving Rivellon, please. Please tell me at least some of this rings a bell. Your focus, your only focus, must be on finding these masters, on finding the secrets to divinity. Nothing else matters.
Alright, then you got to tell us where these maces
The
are then.
Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would be an invaluable resource. But do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience.
We're definitely not going back to jail.
And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground. There may still be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts to bind the gash.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
Well, we're gonna wish her well and take our leave on this part then. Let's put Valkrain back onto the party here. We have, however, got a
The
spirit of the
of an
apprentice
elegant
here.
elven woman materializes before you. She seems surprised.
You can see me. A godwoken in my presence. You honor me. I am the Meister's apprentice. I study under her, but I do not learn. I hear tales of the ritual, of what lies beyond. Such wonders, such powers. I decide to pursue them myself.
You didn't really make it though, did you, my friend? I mean, you didn't even get your own name in this. You just called the spirit of the apprentice.
Meister tells me it cannot happen, that I am not godwoken. But in my heart, I know I'm special. I try. I burn the root. I breathe the smoke and it burns me back. No air fills my lungs, only fire. When the darkness falls, I cannot cry out. I leave my life behind with a shameful whimper.
See, that's why you shouldn't inhale any smokes that you don't know nothing about.
The spirit looks at you regretfully.
It is hard to hear of such power and not covet it for yourself. I lie to myself and convince myself that I am special. But I am not special. I am dead.
We're gonna take our leave on that one then. So let's start our adventure now, trying to find these other maesters now and learning more about the source powers that we can get. I mean, wonder what other abilities we can get from apart from seeing the dead. Let's see what we're gonna do now. We'll have a look at our quests in a sec. What do we got from our quest log then? Oh, we have got the egg that we need to put back in. And we have got to find Brian's mother. If I remember right, we was going to go up here, through and round. But I think what we'll do, hand in this chicken quest that we got at the moment. Seems to be a path across here. Maybe it's just a quicker way to exit through. Yeah, it is. Just a quicker way to get out of town. Man, this is exciting now, trying to find the rest of this source. These source teachers. I remember who's got a... Where's Loki? Get him talking to these chickens.
Stolen egg, stolen and gone. Help,
Oh,
help,
we found
help,
your chicken.
Help, help, help.
I see, we found your egg, but it's been transformed into a Voidwoken.
Transform. Not a chicky baby anymore. All gone. All gone for good.
Definitely
She
seems
leaps
that
up
way.
and grabs the egg with her foot, kicking it under her warm underbelly and settling down upon it contentedly.
I got a bad feeling about this. I don't think this is going to end well.
Shh, little Beaver baby. Mama's here, warm and here with you again.
I'm worried about this, Big Marge. I'm worried about this.
She
A
cocks a
Voidwoken
black eye
chicken.
up at you and winks.
She's winking at Loki.
Thank you. I have something for you. Something I buried behind the coop. It's yours. It's yours. Unless some other scratchily poker found it first, of course.
Yeah, let's go have a look, see if we can find our loot around here. She said there was something behind here. Oh, is it going to be in the hay?
Did you expect a needle?
What's this?
There we go. Loki just taking that shovel out of Valkrain's bag there. What we got here? Oh, got ourselves a ruby. Pick that up and keep that then. So I'm thinking while we're doing now then, we'll try and find Brian's mother then, start moving up through the world up here. I definitely think, I mean that loop's definitely round, so judging by the map there, seems to be like a little bridge that we can get up here. So I think we'll definitely take our approach up there. Oh, so Spirit Vision's telling us that there's some ghosts nearby. I forgot to pick up Valkrain's, some sauce for Valkrain, so I'm gonna have to come back to that one. Don't think... Oh, we could use, let's use Freya's. Freya's got some sauce that she could use here. That's the Maester here.
The shimmering ghost of a lizard magister turns her gaze upon you. She holds your stare, boring into your mind, searching the blacks of your eyes for the secrets of your soul. But in so doing, she shows you hers.
I'm gonna step into
You
her
are
memories here.
Zuzan, a young lizard magister, devoted to the Order. More than this, you are in love with a comrade, a human man of wit and kindness and sweet disposition, who goes by the name of Boris.
Good old Boris.
You are Zuzan once more. Alexander dies. Worse, your human comrades look at you askance, as if his murder was your fault. Even Boris turns against you. When he's posted to Fort Joy, he does not say goodbye.
Oh no, it's a love story all gone wrong here.
Your heart is broken.
Sorry, Susan. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to hide our memories, Alexander.
Posted to the graveyard shift in the dark of night on the outskirts of town, you do your duty diligently. But your heart is no longer in it. So when you catch a couple of young sorcerers fleeing Raymond's net, you see how deeply in love they are. You do not turn them in. You help them to escape. But in the morning, they are caught and under torture give you up. They go to Fort Joy. You are hanged right here.
That's a shame for her there. Doing everything in her power to help everyone out here, and he just backfired on her. Let's take our way up here. Seems to be someone up in this little path. Got ourselves a dwarf here.
Musical sort. You've thought about taking up the loot. I got a few ready to go, all freshly strung.
Because it's dwarf on dwarf conversation, Valkrain's going to use his racial ability here. We'll definitely talk
Nothing
dwarf.
wrong with the classics. Everyone's got a melody in them. You just gotta look. My brother Laszlo couldn't carry a tune in a bucket when he were away thing. Now he's got the voice of an angel.
Let's ask a bit of questions. I think this is going to lead into a quest here.
Manchesters came, stole them away. I keep going though, hoping to get to Ark sooner than later. Lucian's Day crowds will be wanting some musical trifles.
She's keeping her head up about it. Ooh. Well, that definitely seems like she's going to open up a shop here. Let's see if she sells anything more useful.
Ah, you mean deadly. Used to make bows and fletch arrows, but left that hobby behind.
definitely need to answer there. Sure that in our hands the arrows are going to be pointed at the greatest of evils. We'll use that. Oh, we failed that persuasion though.
Sometimes you're best leaving past where it is. I'd rather focus on sweet songs over battle champs. But if you want to make music instead of war, I'll be around.
A bit good about that. I'm thinking we're going to have to come back and try later on, see if we can get our persuasion up. She's definitely got to be sending some good arrows, which will really suit Loki here.
Up ahead.
This is a Paladin camp?
The famous divine protectors of Arks.
This is what we want. This is
I don't know
home.
what they're doing here, so far from home.
Who goes there?
We're definitely taking the road east across here.
If you're looking for adventure, east's the way to go. It's a void-woken hellhole over there. Sorcerer at work. Powerful one. Of course, you could wait for the Magisters to sort them out. You'll be waiting.
Let's see what our Paladin brothers are doing out here.
Holding the fort like we always do. Usually the fort in question is bigger than this one, but you do the job in front of you, don't you? Seems someone high up doesn't trust the Magisters to do their jobs out there.
Sounds about right. They seem to be making a hash of everything so far in this world.
What should you expect beyond the bridge? Expect sorcery of the highest order. Expect Voidwoken, bigger and badder than you've ever seen. Expect the void. Expect to die.
Everyone's so cheerful in this game here.
Go on through, adventurer. We won't stop you.
Thank you very much there. Let's make our way through onto this bridge then. What have we got? We've got Cork.
By Lucian's sword, dwarf, we meet again. Would that circumstances were better here than in Fort Joy, but they're not. Voidwoken lie in wait beyond the bridge.
There's not much dialogue with Cork though. I was hoping there was to be a bit more there. What have we got in here?
Until war is done.
Oh, dead paladins here.
I shall not weep.
A senior paladin sits hunched over a tattered map. He registers your presence, sits back in his chair, taps his fingers on the map.
This guy looks like he's in charge.
Who are you and who sent you?
No one sent us, we just
He
passed through my
appraises you with
friend.
a look, then grimly grins.
I think I've heard about you. Didn't you free the Meister from the gallows in Driftwood?
Yeah, we'll admit it, it's definitely
then I
us.
may well have a job for you, if you're interested.
Let's see what sort of work we get from the paladins here.
He taps a finger on the map on the table.
Oh, that's a lot of XP that we just got across there.
Here, in the Black Pits, are White Magisters. Their operation is shrouded in mystery, and this pricks our ears. We are gravely concerned. We believe the White Magisters may have strayed into the darkness.
I wonder what the major difference is between White Magisters and Red Magisters.
We suspect that Dallas herself and her master Vriedemann are the inspiration for these dark endeavors. Look under the white veil of secrecy and report back.
I can tell you now 100% that they definitely are. If that sea battle was anything to go to, that mage that she's got there is just all kinds of nasty.
How much do you want? I have fewer paladins to pay, so I have ready gold. But there are limits.
Oh man. I feel like we should be going for the unreasonable sum right now. Straight up. I've got a feeling here. I mean, we are doing paladin work. Let's not be too greedy. We'll go for the 300.
It's a hefty amount. But for a job well done, we can stretch to it.
He offers you an item.
Let's have a look at this
a
item.
whistle-like device sits nestled in your hand.
When you're ready, send a war owl. Be careful out there. It's a dangerous place these days. And I'd like to think I'll hear from you again. And, adventurer...
He looks you in the eye.
Don't get caught.
Oh, we won't. We won't. We'll send Freya in. She's good at the sneaking. Oh, look at this dead Voidwoken in here. We'll take the ruby. Is there like a boss up front? Were you shooting someone then? Let's make our way out. So we'll just quick look at the map before we go anywhere else. So this definitely links around. What are you shooting at? There's traps and everything down there. I think what I'll do now, just quickly then, this will be a great place just to end the video before we start the next one. Before we start venturing into this mysterious part of the Reaper's Coast here. So until next time, adventurers, thanks for watching. See you soon.